All right, we're talking multi-digit multiplication now. When I say multi-digit, I'm saying three or more, um, either in the first number, second number, or both. And if you watch the last video on double-digit multiplication, it's going to be pretty similar until we get three digits here in the second number of our multiplication problem. So I'm just going to go through one of these, okay, because this is pretty straightforward, just like double digit, and then we'll move on. So I mentioned last time when you have double digits here in the bottom, like this 45, okay, you can cover up or get rid of that second number and just look at it like single digit multiplication. Do that 5 all the way through, and then you can move on to that 4. So I'm just going to go over here and write this. That 45, that's a 40 plus 5, just so to remember what our second number is. But you can basically get rid of this if that makes it easier for you, and then you can add it back in a second. So let's just go through this multiplication with 5. So 5 times 2 is 10. Put my 0, carry my 1. 5 times 6 is 30, plus 1 is 31. I'm going to carry my 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. Now I don't have anything to carry above, so when I multiplied this and got 18, I'm just going to put my 18 down here, okay? Now, there's nothing left to multiply this 5 by. So when I cross this off, okay, you're going to put your placeholder 0. If you don't put that placeholder, it's going to be wrong. Okay, you got to remember to put that. And my other number was 40. So here's my 4. This spot right here is where that 0 and 40 would go. So here's my 4, and now we're just going to go through and multiply the 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Again, there's nothing to carry above, so I'm going to put my 14 here. And now we're done. And add them up. 0, 9, 12, carry my 1, 6, 1, 16,290. Okay, so when you're multiplying by a double-digit number like this, just remember, do one and then do the other, okay, and add them together. Now, let me show you a 3-digit multiplication. So if we had, let's say 124, and we're going to multiply this by 397, okay? It looks daunting or intimidating, but it's really not. You just take it piece by piece, nice and slow. So watch what I'm doing here with this 397. If I break this apart by place value, okay, that's 390 and 7, okay? 390, 397, 397, okay? Just like the last one, don't worry about these numbers right here, okay? Just start with your 7, all right? Just start with your 7. You can pretend like those aren't even there, okay? Let's get rid of them so we can pretend that. And we have it written down here so we can add them back in. So I'm going to get rid of these. Just start with the 7. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 2 is 16. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Okay, there's nothing left to multiply by here. So I'm going to cross off that 7. And I'm going to put this 9 back in, that 9 from right there. So now it's 90. So I'm going to put my 0 down here, okay? Okay, so when you cross off this 7, you're done with it. Put your placeholder 0, and you're putting 1 there. Your next number is 90, so you only need that 1 0 right there, okay? Now I'm going to multiply by 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 3 is 21. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 2 is 11. Nothing to bring to carry, so we're going to put it there, okay? Now, this is where things get a little bit tricky. I'm done with my 9, okay? I'm done with it. I'm going to cross that off. I'm going to put my 3 back in here, okay? Now we're multiplying by 3, but it's not just 3, it's 300, okay? We had 2 numbers here, so we need to put 2 placeholder zeros down here now, like this, okay? When it was the 9, we just had 1. Now that it's the 3, we have those 2. And now we just multiply like normal, like it's 3. So 3 times 4 is 12. Put my 2, carry my 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 3 times 1 is 3. There's nothing left to multiply by. There's nothing left here. Now we add up these 3 numbers to get our total. So this is 8. This is 12. Carry my 1. 1, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 9. And that's 4. And remember, if you're looking to where to put your comma in, you go back to the beginning and you count 3 numbers and you put your comma. So 1, 2, 3, and then we put our comma right there. So our answer is 49,228. Okay, and that would be your answer. I'm going to do it again so you can see one more time how this works. Right? Again, in class, if I were sitting there, I'd start calling on people, who was born in August? And they'd be like, me, August 23rd. And I would go, okay, that's 8/23. And who was born in February? And somebody would go, I was born February 11th. And I would go, okay, cool, that's 2/11. So then, remember, 211, that's 200 plus 10 plus 1. You're breaking it apart by its place value, okay? So pretend like these aren't there, and it's just multiplying by 1. So 1 times 3, 3. 1 times 2, 2. 1 times 8, 8. When you're done with this 1, we cross it off, and we put a placeholder, because now we're at this one, which is 10. Okay, we're putting the 0 down here. Again, 1 times 3, 3. 1 times 2, 1 times 8. Okay, we're done with this one. Now look, we've crossed off 2 numbers now. We're going to put 2 zeros. Okay, and that's because we have this 2 represents 200. There's my 2 zeros. Okay, 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 8 is 16. And now we can add them all up. 3, 5. That's 8 plus 2 is 10. Plus 6 is 16. 1 plus 8 is 9. Plus 4 is 13. 1 plus 6, 7. And bring down our 1. Look, 1, 2, 3. Comma goes there. 173,653. Okay? And that's our multi-digit multiplication. So just remember, take it 1 number at a time. Okay? If we went back, let me just rewrite a new problem. If we went back, remember, you can basically, I'm going to write the number over here just so I can remember. This was 268, okay? You can get rid of these so that it looks like it's single digit multiplication, okay? Just get rid of them, put 1 back in at a time, okay? 8 times 3, 24. 8 times 4, 32, plus 2, 34. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 3, 43. Okay, you can see I'm going quick, but it's because I know my math facts, and it makes it really easy to just go 5 times 8, 40 plus 30, 43. And I can just keep moving, okay? So that's really simple. It's just single digit. Now just cross it off, put the 0, and then bring that 6 back in. And now it's just single digit multiplication again. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4, 24, plus 1, 25. 6 times 5, 30, plus 2, 32. I'm done with this 6. I'm going to bring my 2 back in. And look, I crossed off 2 numbers. I also have 2 zeros here, okay? Those 2 zeros will go right there. And then again, it's just single digit multiplication now. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 5, 10. I add them all up. 4, 12. This is 4, 9, 15. This is 5, 7, 15. 4, 1. 145,524. Okay? So just a reminder, don't get intimidated seeing 3 digits by 3 digits. Okay? Just think about it. All you need to do is 1 digit at a time. Do the 8 first, put a placeholder, do the 6, put 2 placeholders, do the 2. Okay? Just one step at a time. All right? Hope you learned something new.